The guidelines for the carnivore diet are simple. Eat only foods from the animal kingdom, don't eat any plants, eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full. But what exactly does that look like? How much and how often should you be eating? Keep watching to find out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kait, I'm a health coach and I post videos on a high-fat, nutrient-dense way of eating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share, and make sure to subscribe. And also make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where I share new posts every single day. If you are first starting the carnivore diet, it is best to go all in. Cut all plants out completely and eat only meat. If you want to include coffee, that is one plant food that you can include, or I guess drink, not food. And when you're first starting out, throw all of your preconceived notions of meal times and portion sizes out the window. So it's day one. Wake up and evaluate how you're feeling hunger-wise. If you are coming from a keto diet and already practice intermittent fasting, then you might just have a black coffee in the morning or even nothing. If you do check in with yourself and you are hungry, however, bacon and eggs are a great place to start. Now, I mentioned before to throw all of your preconceived notions about portion sizes out the window. Eggs is one of those things, I don't know about you, but I always thought you just had to eat them in pairs. I would always cook 2 at a time, never 1, never 3, 2. But with the carnivore diet, there is no limit for eggs, and there shouldn't be for anyone really. My first meal of the day usually has between 4 and 6 eggs. So don't be shy, don't worry about eating too many, eat until you're full. When you start to get full, stop eating. You don't have to finish all the food on your plate. And conversely, if you finish all your food and you're still hungry, cook up a few more eggs. And if you are fasting and skipped your first meal, this might be your first meal, but just later in the day. Now, before we talk about what we're gonna have for a second meal, we need to talk about snacks. Ideally, we do not wanna be snacking between meals, and you shouldn't feel the urge to if you're eating enough at your meals. So if you do get hungry between meals, it means that you didn't eat enough earlier. So for your second meal, if you pushed your first meal to midday or later, then you're probably only gonna have 2 meals in your day, and you can skip this one altogether. Now, there is no right or wrong answer. It's not necessarily better to eat 2 meals or 3 meals or even 1 meal. It's what's ever gonna work for you. Really, really listen to your body. Tune into those hunger cues. Have big meals and don't snack in between. If you didn't end up fasting in the morning and you are gonna have 3 meals in the day, here are some options for meal number 2. Steak is obviously the go-to if you are at home and able to cook it up yourself. You could also cook up a couple of burgers. Tinned fish and hard-boiled eggs are also a good option if you have to pack a lunch for work or school. Now, I say best, maybe not the best smell-wise, but they're good options in terms of being portable. You could even just bring some pre-cooked ground beef, heat it up at work, a little bit of sour cream, and maybe some shredded cheese. And I'm just gonna reiterate this again. You want to eat until you are full. Meal number 3. Now, if you have eaten 2 meals already today and it gets to be dinner time and you're not hungry, then don't eat. If you are, then do eat. There's nothing wrong one way or the other, just as long as you aren't going against your body. Some options for dinner include, obviously, steak. You can do a pork belly roast, you can do lamb, you can do fish, so salmon or any other type of fish really. Roast chicken, you can do burgers again. Scallops, prawns, those are good sides. There are so many options. So now we have went over the basic structure of a day of eating, but there are a few bonus foods you might want to add. Organ meats, well, their importance on a carnivore diet is debated. There is no arguing that they aren't nutritious. If you're gonna pick one to add in, make it beef liver. And it doesn't even have to be every day. It can be a couple times a week, even just once a week. Beef liver is high in nutrients that muscle meat is low in. If you aren't a fan of beef liver capsules My best friend, I talk about these all the time, but honestly, they make getting beef liver in so easy. I will link them in the description box down below. Another type of food you might want to add in is just some form of omega-3s. So if you already ate fish earlier in the day, then you've already got it in. If not, then a cod liver oil or a krill oil are also a good option. Bone broth or collagen powder is another thing I like to add in as often as I can. Really great for your skin, hair, muscles, nails, all that. The last thing I want to mention that's really important is your electrolytes. Especially when you're first starting out, it's important to make sure you are keeping these up. So the main one is sodium. Just make sure you're salting your food really well. You can also add a teaspoon to your glass of water in the morning. That will help. You can also add in an electrolyte powder to get a bit more magnesium and potassium. Now, I find that it depends on the individual whether an electrolyte supplement is necessary or not. Some people find that their electrolytes just fall into place, they don't have any problems, whereas other people really need to prioritize it. So if you're first starting out, I recommend prioritizing it and then adjusting from there. And that is what a day of eating on the carnivore diet might look like. I have a playlist on my channel with several examples of what I eat on a day-to-day basis, so you can check that out as well. And if you want to start the carnivore diet but are looking for some more guidance and support, then my 4-week keto to carnivore program is for you. I've created this program to make your transition from keto to carnivore seamless. You get access to a private Facebook group where I can answer all of your questions and offer you support. A new round runs every month with limited spots available. Here's what some past participants had to say. Enrollment for the next round opens today, so click the link in my description box down below to learn more and to sign up. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.